The second question from the gallery is, majority of Daly City residents are employed outside of the city. How can we make Daly City less commuter-centered and more community-centered? So less commuter-centered and more community-centered. We started last time with Glenn, so Braxton Lethco.
So the nature of the beast is we will always be somewhat of a commuter city. We're next to one of the biggest, right? We're right between Silicon Valley and one of the biggest cities as it is. The question is a good one, which is how can we bring sustainable jobs, not tons of small part-time jobs or anything like that, but sustainable jobs that can keep our residents and their families here long-term, especially for the rising generation. And I think it comes down to cutting the barriers to bring businesses into Daly City. We need to rebrand ourselves. We need to be a city that supports sustainable long-term business.
Thank you. Gabriella Makstman.
So a perfect example about how we're not, the city council isn't doing what they should be doing to bring in business and creating jobs in the city. I talked to the leasing agent at DC Station, and there is a very well-known worldwide company that wants to rent 6,000 square feet. All that they want is for someone from the council to go there and shake hands and give them a smile, and no one from the city council has come. I will come. And I will make sure that that company brings jobs to the city, because that's how we can make sure that people aren't having to lug down to the South Bay and to Oakland, and that we're creating jobs here. And once we do that, that's how we start building a community. Because people have time to eat dinner with their kids, and they will have time to go to the park and to the library if it's open. So that's what we need to be doing. We need to be bringing the jobs here. And that's how we start building the community here.
Thank you. Juslyn Manalo.
So having more community-centered approach, I think, is definitely around providing more opportunities for people to engage. Right. I know that we do have events here and there, but I think we need to provide more opportunities where residents can actually engage and see one another in our community. I also do feel that when we do have opportunities for community events, it needs to be broadcasted on a wider level. If we do need to put someone on the ground, I think as a staff person, to really be the person out there to let everyone know, to be that community public engagement person from the city, I think we need to do that. I know, social media is there, but if...
Time.
Okay.
Mr. Glenn Sylvester.
Thank you. Folks, we got to change our way of thinking. You know Daly City's motto, gateway to the peninsula? Why should we be a gateway to anywhere? Daly City, we need to change our way of thinking here in Daly City. To make it more community-centered, folks have to live in the community. They travel outside because they get better pay. That is why I want minimum wages to be raised. That is why I also want prevailing wages. That is why I also want equal pay amongst men and women. And what about these companies? Google, they shuttle buses from San Francisco all the way downtown. Well, come on now, you want to come to the city? Hey, let's find you some land and let's build some workforce housing. Contribute to that. We need to do that. We got a problem in Westlake right now. Westlake School of Performing Arts. It's been there a long time. Well, true, you get the community involved, and the community may not want to lose, or they may not want to develop.
Sorry, that's time.
We have to look at all those things. Thank you.